Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I just want to get quick and kind of to the point. I had an audio issue, so I'm just doing a voiceover. And what you're looking at right now is the statistics, and I just kind of talk about it for a while. This is a 19-minute video, so, if I'm not sure how to do timestamps, so I do apologize for that. But maybe if you're good with just dragging the video whatever to wherever, you will get to see not only my stats, the trophy counts that I have for all of my individual brawlers, and then I kind of talk. Well, I'm voiceovering, sorry, my bad, just remembering that. Well, I was talking about that I don't have a very specific play style. I don't have a preference on how I'm playing. I like to change the different players that I'm using. I enjoy challenging myself to use different characters, different types, long range, short range. I like to practice all of it. I like to practice throwers, Rosa to Mr. P. You will get to see some gameplay. I do use Mr. P, and we are victorious. It is a pretty tense battle, I will admit. I did not have the confidence that we were going to win, but we do. And you can see that later towards the end of this video. So if you want to just speed right ahead, go ahead. I've been playing this game for roughly 4 years, maybe 5, I think. I'm a little unsure. Here soon you will see how many hours it was. And I wanted to share the amount of effort and the amount of work that I've put into this account is my main. And I wanted to document it, so to speak, and to share it. And just ask, how do you all play? I'm not very, social on the in-game application itself. Pretty much play by myself all the time, and I was thinking if I share what I have, talk a little bit about where I'm at, and maybe we can start teaming up, start playing together. There are people that I play with, but I don't know, I'm always a little withdrawn or scared or afraid, I don't want to ruin other people's trophy counts. I don't know where other people stand as far as trying to be competitive or just casual players. I categorize myself as casual, but I do like competition. I'm pretty competitive, but I'm not always at the best, state of thinking, We all, more or less, just play this game to have fun, right? So yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm looking to play with other players as well. I have a Discord. We could always, do a voice chats, play the game together. That would be pretty fun. The challenging part is just, when. And I guess that's the hard part, really. Since there's just, everyone's in different time zones these days, Oh, yeah. If you want, just join my tag, by the way. It's right there at this timestamp. I'm not sure how to, maybe I can, write it down or copy paste it, maybe. Not sure how you're all playing this. But, yeah, I like to play with people. I'm just not sure how, necessarily. I don't know what applications other people are using to play as teams. And when you get the quests, and there's that one quest where it's play as a team, I always just re-roll that quest because I don't really know who to play with, and waiting for players randomly to just team up with feels like it takes way too long. And as far as chatting, it feels like no one wants to, so it's a little wacky. I wish that would be a little more developed, maybe. As far as the Brawl Star community, it would be pretty cool if we could get on games like Apex Legends they have like an inbuilt microphone. But like if we were able to make that like optional in Brawl Stars, that would be so cool. In my opinion. Maybe not. Because there are some pretty iffy people out there. You know, some people are pretty rude. Or like just, you know, I guess some people shouldn't be able to talk. It is a pretty youth-oriented application. I don't think so, necessarily. It's not really specific. Everyone enjoys this game. So, I mean, I just meant, like, you wouldn't want people talking wrong to, you know, younger people. Because it's a pretty competitive game. We eventually get frustrated and we get pretty rude. So, I'm not sure if this is an editing issue, but I'm hoping when you get to this point that your screen isn't like sideways, and if it is, I will probably just remove the video, because I'm not really sure on the editing side how to correct these things. So if someone out there knows how to use CapCut, that's what I'm using. I'm also using an iPhone device, iOS, so if that helps, maybe there's something I can do. Just let me know in the comments below. I'm just kind of showing you everything from my end on the game. No one really talks in my club, and I do have players online, but they typically aren't trying to group up, I guess. Not sure what's going on there. A surprising amount of people do not speak English on this game as well. That is quite the challenge sometimes when you're talking to Spanish people, or, well, I mean, I can't speak Spanish really. I know very little from my work, but aside from that, I'm not really able to communicate strategy, or, you know what I mean. So, yeah, if you're into this game, obviously you're watching this video, and I just want to say thank you for watching this long into the video. And if you like the upcoming battle ahead, leave a like, leave a comment, ask questions, you know, just try to be involved. That's what I'm here for, you know. Here to meet people, play games, and enjoy it. By the way, I might have forgotten to mention that the whole point of me going through all of this was to show you all the progress I've made with my different individual, like, brawlers. And I recently used Tara, so that's why you see her in the lobby just chilling. I don't have more skins for her. I believe I also go into the cosmetics and show you all the different skins that I have. And if you do want to see that, you'll see that. Unless I already did that. I'm not sure. Did I? Okay, no, I did not. You are about to see that in, well, very quickly, or shortly. So I also wanted to mention that I really like this update, because before I never really paid attention to the cosmetic aspect of the game. I actually found it quite confusing knowing who my enemies were, and I always relied on the in-battle defeat icons, like on the left and the right when you defeat a player. Because with all of the different skins, I just can't determine who is who necessarily, unless I see your attack. But like, even some of the attacks look different now. But after playing a while, you think I'd understand that every player's moves. But yeah, some of these skins are pretty impressive. I'm really looking forward to using Maisie or Hank, by the way. Those are some really fun looking brawlers to use here. I think the first legendary I ever unlocked was Sandy. Could be wrong. It was either Sandy or Amber. And then I believe it was Crow. And I just got Leon a couple of days ago. I actually debated the entire season if I should pick Meg. I wanted Meg really badly because her mecha just looks super fun to play. The control, like area control with her shots on her regular attack on the machine just looks devastating. Takes up so much room. It's hard to dodge if it's a good shot, you know, it's a wide area. I like those. I like that in a primary attack that's like excellent in my opinion and experience. So I do like using wide shooters, or like Terra, you know, Nita, players that have the piercing ability is pretty useful. Sorry for the weird pause there. By the way, what are some of your favorite skins? So far I don't have preferences. I was actually surprised that this was a development they decided to work on. It's very impressive though. So this is gonna make it so much easier for me to, you know, focus more on the cosmetic side now. I've always just really enjoyed the gameplay part, and obviously collecting all the different brawlers. I'm largely free to play, and I tell you, I don't think I'll ever actually catch up and have all the characters at one time, because they're pretty good at keeping updates, making new players that we can all enjoy. Very excited to see future developments as far as characters and developing. I really hope for like more star powers, more gadgets. So some of the players I am excited to play is Willow, Fang. I also think it would be interesting to have it Jester. Like a progress bar for like character points.
Find RT to be quite challenging to play under any and every game. He's just got so much hit points.
Power points?
I find it hard to fight him, no matter what character I've picked.
But if we had a progress
and I think it's because he has
where while we're playing
that choice to transform and use melee attacks a lot like Jackie, but with like another area to control and then just randomly teleport like completely across the map. It's very versatile because he starts out with the range attacks. He has the range that also, it's pretty long, like it's decent. It's kind of reminds me of Bonnie, starting out with the same concept, but I find that his area control is just massive. He's like a huge threat unless it's like a really open area, but if you're good at dodging, it really doesn't matter. I mean, come on. So I believe we're about to jump into a game here, and I pick Mr. P. Quite an interesting battle. I was debating between Surge and Terra. The thing I like about Mr. P is walls don't matter to him. He can hurt you regardless. So it's like an edge, you know, like a thrower. Yeah, they can throw over walls, but Mr. P can normally hit you, which gives him the versatility in an open area. So he can also use walls as well. I thought of Griff, but a lot of his shots get canceled out if you're like not out in the open. So it's kind of like you have to play the field. You can't really like peek behind walls. So that's why I went ahead with Mr. P. He doesn't break walls, but he has constant output too. I like his little penguins, his little robot penguins help keep the enemy at bay. They help with flanking or like surrounding your enemy, which is good at kind of like hurting them, you know, like controlling where they're going on the map by pressure. Pretty fun. So I like to study the game as well. I had no confidence in this match, but you will get to see how this plays out. It's very interesting. See, it's funny. There we are playing against Griff, and he actually has pretty good control of the map here. I just wasn't sure if I would play him well enough. I started playing with Mr. P probably half a year ago, and I really like that suitcase at the end of his shot. I feel like it gives you explosive damage or like area damage. So he's a very useful player in my opinion. I like his play style, so to speak. It's pretty different from the rest. So as this game continues, I got a lot more confident that we were, competitive at least in this matchup. So like when I'm in a game, I forget the stuff that I learn. So it's like I make silly mistakes sometimes. But I think we all do that eventually. Especially if we're playing, long hours. And we're like in the heat of the battle. You just kind of like, lose concentration even for a second. Changes the flow of a match. Some people fresh into the game, it's just like they're on point. Like they're fresh. They haven't played at all. So, we're all at a different point. Alright, yeah. This gets pretty intense here. Look at that. I love throwing that suitcase over that centerpiece there. I love it when players group up because you just get that extra damage on the field. One of my favorite stats is coming up here because I believe this comes down to, overtime. At the end of the match, with the new update, I really like that they do the damage done, dealt. I've been hoping for that for a while. So I'm glad to see that's a thing now. I like the takedowns. I'm a little confused on the qualifier for, star player. I do like that even the losing team can now be the star player. That's really good because some people deserve it. They really do. I like the thumb up feature too. I see a lot of people not using it. But when you do, it's pretty cool because if more than one person does it, you'll actually see like a blue thumbs up on the player. But yeah, this is my gameplay. I hope you've enjoyed watching. If you want to like, subscribe, or comment, I'd appreciate it. You don't have to. It's up to you. And if you would want to, somewhere earlier in this video, you can find my player ID. You can send me a friend request, let me know in the comments, and we can schedule a time to play. Or if you just see me online playing, I play a lot, so I play every day. I use Eastern time. It's usually between 6 to midnight in the afternoon that I'm playing. Not sure if the rest of you are playing about the same time. Also on the editing side, I'm not sure if the screen is going to be sideways when you're viewing this or if it's going to be like correct. So if it looks funny, if it's bearable, I don't know. I really hope this video doesn't have to go to waste. I had fun doing this for you guys. I wanted to document my progress and I wanted to share it. I wanted to be on the internet so people can enjoy. It's a very popular game, I think. And see you next time.